Hello, sixth graders. How is distance learning going? I hope you're doing your best job so you can finish strong and be ready for seventh grade next year. Since we didn't get to have you come over for a spring orientation, we're going to give you a virtual tour of the high school. If you have any questions about anything that you see today, you can email me or your parents can email me. You can, again, my name is Mary Beach. You'll find my email address on the school website. So I'm standing right now in front of the high school office, and we're going to go down here into the principal's office. Right here there is a boys' bathroom if you need to know that. And I think our principal is in, Mr. Scandred, and he has a message for you as you come into seventh grade. Take it away, Mr. Scandred.
Hello, welcome. Welcome to your virtual orientation today. We are really looking forward to having you guys come to our school next year. There's a couple things I want you to know about your new school. One is that we have amazing staff here. Our counselor, our teachers, our secretarial staff, administration, all the different components here, our custodians, paraprofessionals, all are here to help you along your journey here at MCC. One of the things that you know that if you have any questions, you can always ask your teachers. They're more than willing to lend a hand and help. Another thing I want you to know is that we have wonderful students here. Our students show their rebel pride by showing their responsible, respectful, and proud behavior. They are also willing to lend a hand, help out if you have anything that you need. Just feel free to ask them. You're entering a school that has a proud tradition of success in academics, athletics, the arts, and activities. And one of the things that I want you to do is to work hard to show your rebel pride, show your responsible, respectful, and proud behavior. Have a great rest of your orientation. We are really looking forward to seeing you guys in the fall.
All right, thank you, Mr. Scandred. And then his office is connected to the high school office here. If you went to kindergarten or first grade here, you probably remember that the nurse's office is back here, way back in the back hallway here. This is a sick room. If you do get sick, you can lay down. And then this is our nurse's office. Our nurse is very busy these days, so she's not in right now, but you know her because it's Mrs. Tenniger from the elementary, where she's also the nurse. So if you do get sick, you need to come and see the nurse. You don't call your parents and tell them you're sick. She'll take care of that. So she's here for you, whatever you need. All right, then we're gonna go back out this hallway and up to the front of the high school office here. And right here is Mr. Wager's office. He's not in today either. He is the athletic director and activities director, and we really encourage you to get involved in seventh grade. There's so many different activities and athletics you can do, and it's a great way to expand your interests during junior high. And here we have Nicole Johnson, our high school secretary.
Hi everybody,
And
nice to meet you.
She's in charge of attendance and many other things. She takes care of your grades, report cards, lots of things. She's always here to help you if you need anything, like if you have a problem with your locker or anything like that. And she's going to show us a new system we have this year. If you're going to be leaving school or coming in late, you need to either sign in or sign out. So if you'll follow us out here into the hallway, she will demonstrate our new system.
So this is new to us this year, so I got an iPad sign in. So basically all you'll do is hit this sign in button and enter your name, and it'll ask you a couple questions and it'll sign you in. Or if you're leaving early to go to an appointment, you'll do the same thing. So it's a lot easier than sitting there writing everything down, just a quick little couple buttons.
All right, great. Thank you, Nicole.
Yep.
Of course, this is the front hallway, and the auditorium is located there. I know you know where the auditorium is. You've been in there for different programs. And we're going to go downstairs and take a look at the cafeteria next. This is the stairs to the cafeteria. All right, here we are in the cafeteria. Probably looks familiar to you. Our cafeteria workers are busy making lunches, which are going out to our students, but we ask you to have always respectful behavior when you come down to the cafeteria. You form a line. You usually have two options. The main option, which is usually an entree type thing, and then the salad bar. So in the morning, your teacher will ask you what you want so they know the numbers. Then over here, it's empty now, but this is our a la carte. And there'll be items here that you can buy, but you have to bring cash for that. You can't just charge it to your account. So up here on the board are the different items that you can purchase and the prices for that. But you want to be careful. Don't ring up too much money on that, and don't always be asking Mom for money for a la carte, okay? All right, we're going to head back upstairs. All right, now we're upstairs. We're upstairs, right upstairs from the high school office, which you come up these steps. Right here's the resource room where some of you may be going for study skills. There is a boys' bathroom there also. And then we'll head down this hallway. Some people refer to this as the academic hallway. It's questionable, but you might hear that term. And the first, there's a girls' bathroom right there, so you know. And then the first room that you come to is our room, which you can tell from the paintings on the wall. So we'll take a peek in here. And this is the art room, and our art teacher, Mr. Recker.
Hi.
And you will have 7th grade art second quarter in this room. And then we'll continue down the hallway. Our next department is the math department, and you will all have math. All 7th graders take math 7 or algebra 7, and that is with Mr. Carlson. And Mrs. Whitehead's room is here, and then Mr. Carlson's room is next. We do have an elevator in the school, but you're not allowed to use it unless you have permission, like if you're on crutches or you have some other injury. Okay? So here we are at the math room with Mr. Carlson. And look at him, he's hard at work in there.
Hey, 6th graders. Hope you're enjoying your tour today. My name is Mr. Carlson. You'll have me for Math 7 and or Algebra 1. Good to meet you, I guess. Hope to see you in person soon.
All right, thank you, Mr. Carlson. Then we go down here and we have social studies rooms and also a health room. So your 7th grade health class will be second semester, but that's located in this room. And your teacher is Mr. Davis.
How y'all doing?
So that's his room, so you'll see him second semester. And the next 3 rooms are all social studies room. First one is Mr. Lucas Freeman. We have 2 Mr. Freeman, so you gotta get it straight. And he does teach one section of 7th grade social studies. So you may be seeing him. Then if you go down these steps, the room straight ahead is Mr. Harms's room. Well, he happens to be doing our video today. Thank you, Mr. Harms, for doing that video. So that's his room, and the other Mr. Freeman is down there. And then right by Mr. Harms's room is also our speech therapist room. So if you need to meet with them for speech therapy, that room is located just down these steps. Now, if you'll look over here, there's another stairway that goes down, and that goes into the 1st grade hallway. That is what we call the forbidden stairs. You cannot use that stairway. You cannot be down the 1st grade hallway. Okay, we want to keep the little kids safe and separate, so don't use that hallway or the 1st grade hallway. So we're going to walk down to the other end and we'll meet you down there. Okay, now we're in the center hallway upstairs, and we have another math classroom. This is Mr. Reed. You won't have him until you're in 9th grade. And then next to his room is a computer lab where we do our MCA testing. So you'll be getting to know that room when we get to MCA testing. One thing you're going to want to remember is this hallway has lockers on both sides, which means there's a lot of people in this hallway in between classes. So you just have to be courteous and patient as you're walking through. This room is Mrs. DeLong's room, and right away in the fall you are going to have Technology 7, and that'll be in this room. And I believe next year you all are going to have your own computers, so we're all going to be 1-to-1. So you'll bring your computer in here and have your Technology 7 class. Then we come to the English department, and of course you all have English. Mrs. Hildebrand's room is located in the corner here. She teaches high school English. And then the next room is Mrs. Now's room. She also teaches high school English. So you won't have them yet. As we're going by, this is Mr. Burns' room. He's our technology coordinator. So if you have any problems with your computer, this is where he'll be located and he can help you with that. And then we have Mrs. Walker's room. This is where you will have your 7th grade English class. Hello! And there she is working hard at her desk.
Can't wait to see you guys.
She's looking forward to having you next year. So you will have her for English 7 all year long. And then we have Mrs. Sharon Johnson. She's one of our special ed teachers. We'll take a peek in here. Oh, she's not in there, but there's another room where you might be for some study skills. And then Mrs. Larson, she is in here. Also one of our special ed services teachers, and another resource room. And then our next room is empty. I had to think about that. And also another empty room on the right here. And then we have our Spanish room. When you get in high school, if you want to take Spanish to learn a second language, that'll be with Mrs. Vogel in this room. And we continue on down, and our other technology and business teacher is Mrs. April Johnson. She'll be located here. So now we're going to head down the stairs, and we'll meet you at the next spot. We are now down at the other end of the building, way down by the gym. And if you take any ag or shop classes, this is where they're located. This is the Woodshop in here, which would be with Mr. Haberman. And his classroom is located back behind there too. So if you take his junior high science elective or junior high shop, that would be with Mr. Haberman. And then we'll go down here around the corner. And again, a lot of stuff getting moved in here, but the very last room in the high school is Mr. Barron's shop. So there's a shop through that door, and then this is the ag classroom in here. This is also where FFA meets. So if you're interested in being an FFA, that would be a great activity to be involved in. There's some cool pictures of our FFA officers there on the wall. Okay, so now we're coming to the gym. So many of you have probably been to our gym for different activities, but we're going to take a peek in the locker rooms too. We're going to look at the boys' locker room and the girls' locker room just real briefly. You will not have FIAD until second semester, so you don't have to worry about that till then. We do require you to bring gym clothes, take a shower after FIAD, but don't stress about that yet. It's not till second semester.
Yeah, they might have extracurricular lockers in here.
Oh yeah, and if you're in a sport, you might have a locker in here too. Thanks. This is Mrs. Bly, one of our
Hey.
FIAD teachers.
Can't wait to see ya.
You probably had her in kindergarten or first grade. So this is the boys' shower room area. Nice individual showers, bathroom, and then lockers.
Yep, they'll each have their own individual locker, maybe even if they're in a sport.
Okay, and the lockers do have combination lock on them. And I'm gonna be sending you a video about how to open those up at a later date. So don't stress about the locker combinations, right?
Yep.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna go back out and check out gym. All right, so here's our main competition gym. This is where all of our indoor sports are, competitive-wise, but you might have practice in here or maybe in the other gym. So we will take a walk over to there. Now we're at the concessions area. So if you come for a sport to watch and you want to buy concessions, you come in this area. Right now it's our daycare, so it won't look like this during the school year, obviously. But there's tables to eat at, there's bathrooms over there. Here's our concessions area where you can buy things. And then we have our practice gym. You'll often hear it's called the new gym. So it's a great place for practices, and some of our junior high sports actual games are held in here. They'll put down the curtain. Maybe 7th grade will play on one side, 8th grade on the other. So you might have some of your games in this gym. Okay. All right, so now we're standing next to the girls' locker room, which is just down the hall from the gym. And the girls' locker room looks just the same as the boys, so same kind of layout. So just a reminder that phones are not allowed in the locker rooms, so make sure you leave your phone outside. And then right across from it is the weight room. So if you're gonna do any weight training or some of the FIAD classes will have you come in here and do some activities. So we got a lot of nice equipment in here for all students to use. So get in shape for your sports. And you will have 7th grade science first semester, okay? So Mr. Dam's room here is the first science room. I just want to point out Mrs. Bly's classroom is in here. Mrs. Bly, our FIA teacher. Some of you will have her for our achievement period, your study hall period, so that's where her room is located. But this is Mr. Dan. He teaches high school science, and then right across the hall from his room is a boys' bathroom, if you need to know that. And then these are 8th grade lockers here in this hallway. And then we have Mrs. Sue Bao. Looks like she's maybe talking to somebody. Oh, okay. Mrs. Sue Bao.
Hi, I'm Zooming with the chemistry kids right now. So, welcome 7th graders. We're looking forward to having you.
So she will teach some of the 7th grade science. So some of you may have her for that. And then this room here, this next room is called the conference room. Sometimes there's meetings in here. Or if you have a tutor, maybe you'll come in here to meet with your tutor. It's a nice meeting room that we use pretty often for different meetings. Okay? Then we are going to go down to the choir room, and we will meet you down there. Hi, so now we're down in the choir room, and we're here with their new high school and junior high choir teacher. Surprise! Mrs. Gergen is going to be teaching. Just say hello.
Hello, welcome to the Cave of Creativity.
There you go. So maybe some of you didn't sign up for choir, but now that you know Mrs. Gergen's going to be teaching it, and you want to sign up for choir, you can still do that. She would love to have you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so just let me know and we can get you on your schedule anytime. So just shoot me an email about that, okay?
Be good.
All right. Okay, so we were just in the choir room. That's down these narrow steps, so be careful on the steps. Then when you go up this ramp, then we come to another science room with can't even talk. Mrs. Etheridge is her name, and she is busy at work in her room.
Hello.
There's Mrs. Etheridge. Some of you will have her for 7th grade science, and this is her lab right across the hallway, where you get to do some fun experiments, maybe even blow something up. No, just kidding. But she has great experiments. And then there's a girls' bathroom here, and then we have the band room. And I hope a lot of you are in band. That'll be great. And this is where you will have your rehearsals. And Mr. Helgeson will, of course, still be your band teacher. He also does junior high band lessons, so he will get you a schedule for that. All right, we'll head back out. Just a couple more rooms to go here. Hope you're hanging in there. And right across from the band room is Mrs. Updahl's room. Mrs. Updahl. She teaches FACS, which stands for Family and Consumer Science. So she teaches that first semester and life skills second semester. So some of you will have Mrs. Updahl as one of your elective teachers. And here she is. Hello, Mrs. Updahl. How's it going?
Good. Hi.
Looking forward to 7th graders? Always.
Thumbs up.
You bet.
Yep. See you later.
Thanks.
Yep.
And there are kitchens back here where, she's in the process of cleaning now, but you might even get to do some cooking, so could be fun. All right, and we are standing in the 7th grade hallway. So these are going to be your lockers. If you're wondering which grade has which lockers, if you just look at the number on the locker, the first number is the grade. So here we have 764. That means it's a 7th grader's locker. And they do have the combination locks. And like I said, I'll be sending you another video with how to open those up. All right, then we have water fountain here. And we're going to head down to the library and show you that. Hopefully you will be checking out some books in the library. This is another resource room that some of you may have for study skills. And we're going to come back. This is my office, but we're going to end there. This is the community ed office. And our community ed director is Alyssa Reinsma. She's not in right now, but that's her desk. So if you sign up for any community ed activities, like, what are some of the activities? Flag football, even know. I don't have kids in school anymore, but that's where you'll sign up. And when you get older and you're gonna do driver's ed, sign up in here. That's an important thing to know. Okay, so now we come to the end of the 7th grade lockers here, and you just come around the corner, and we're back in the front hall. And then this first door here is our library. So during your lunch, you can come into the library after you're done eating. You can also, during your achievement period, come in and check out books. So we'll take a step into the library, and guess who our librarian is?
Hi guys, good to see you. Can't wait to see you again.
I bet she looks familiar, huh? All right, so that's about it for the tour, but I would like to show you my office. It's located right in the 7th grade hallway. So I hope that you will stop in and see me anytime. Like if you're here at your locker and you're having troubles with your locker, you can just come to my office. It's the next one down here. And sometimes the door is open. Sometimes it might be closed, but it's not locked. So just come on in. You don't need to knock. I want to point out on the bulletin board here, our school therapy dog, Rebel. He's not here today, but he is here sometimes, and we would love to have you stop in and see him. So how you know if Rebel is here or not? You'll see this sign hanging on the door here, if Rebel is here, and then the door will be shut, so you can't run out in the hallway, obviously. So stop in and pet Rebel. And this is our counseling center. So there's a table here for meetings, or we also do tutoring here. We have our school psychologist office here. And we also have therapists that come in 2 days a week from Western Mental Health, and they meet in there. And then this is where I hang out. So this is Mrs. Beach's office. Please come in anytime. I only have one chair in here, but I can fit more in if you want to come in with a group of people, want to visit about something, talk about your schedule, your grades. If you have personal issues you want to talk about, I always have candy on my desk, so you can come in and get some candy anytime. So with that, that's the end of our tour. I want to thank you for tuning in, and we'll be in touch about your fall orientation. First part of August, we'll have our fall registration. You pick up your schedule, and then the week before school starts, we'll have fall orientation for you and your parents to come and meet with all your teachers, and it's really a fun night. So we're really looking forward to it. Have a great summer, and we'll see you in 7th grade.